Hello everyone and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today I will be showing you all about this 2021 Rogue SV all-wheel drive. This Rogue is loaded with features. First, it has leather seats as well as a panoramic sunroof. It also has heated seats as well as a touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything that you would ever want, as well as of course your bird's eye view around the camera to help you keep you safe. So let's go ahead and check it out. First, you're greeted with keyless entry, so even when you leave your key in your purse or pocket, you'll still be able to get into the car by one press of the button. So first up, we can go ahead and look at the dash, and you can see that this Rogue has 31,814 miles. Go ahead and go over to the right. Here is your center screen and stereo controls. Down here is where your manual controls are, and then up here are your touchscreen. So you can go ahead and control the volume here, and then of course your tune here. Go ahead and go to audio, and you can see that you have your regular FM and AM radio, as well as Sirius XM, USB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, as well as you have your Android Auto. We can go back to the menu. Here is your home screen, and of course you have your menu here with the audio, as well as you have your clock, and you can customize your home menu right from here. And of course you have your settings, so you can go ahead and adjust the sound, connections, clock, everything like that, as well as your apps, system updates, anything that would need it updated, you can find it right there. You can go back to home, go ahead and go to phone, and this is where you will connect a phone for Bluetooth audio. Then of course, with your gear shift here, we can go ahead and press the side button and go ahead and go back. You have your reverse. So of course it is beeping at me to let me know that I'm close to something. So you have your bird's eye view here, and then your backup camera right here. Go ahead and press the P, park it. And then that's all for pretty much up here. So let's go ahead and go down. Right here's your hazard lights, of course your four ways. And then here's your adjustable vents, nice and neat. Go ahead and turn them off or up. And then down here is your actual climate controls. So of course you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger, 3-tiered. And then for here, you have your heated steering wheel, which is nice and convenient for those nice cold mornings. And then of course you have your airflow and adjustments right here. Down below here is your charging ports. You can go ahead and have 3 different charging ports. And then next to that is your engine start-stop button. So here's your key fob that you have, and you can go ahead and have your remote start, lock, unlock, as well as you can unlock your trunk and have it automatically go up, as well as of course you have your keyless entry and of course your engine start-stop button. Have a little bit of storage here, so you can actually go ahead and place a phone or a key there, and it will have its place there. Then moving back, of course you have your gear shift like I showed you, so you have your reverse, you have your neutral, and then of course your drive. Then you go ahead and press P for putting it in park. You have your cup holders, your parking brake, so you can go ahead and lift that up. It'll light up red to let you know it's on, as well as up on the dash you can see that the park is on. Then you can go ahead and put your foot on the brake and go ahead and put it down, and it will go off. And of course you have your auto hold button. Right here is your drive modes, so you have actually 4 different drive modes aside from normal. So you go ahead and have it on normal now, and then you can go ahead and go over and you have your other drive modes. So you can go ahead and see up on the screen and go from snow to off-road, and then of course from that to eco and sports mode. With sports mode, you can go ahead and use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to have a auto manual mode. You can go ahead and put it right back to normal. And right here, you actually have your middle console that goes ahead and opens up, and you have some storage in there, as well as a little cubby down there. Go ahead and shut it. It's a nice armrest for when driving. Now, the main feature of the day is the panoramic sunroof. So you can actually go ahead and open and close the covering of the sunroof by just one press of a button, as well as you can go ahead and open up the full-on sunroof. Go ahead and put it back. And then of course you can always vent it. So when you don't want the sunroof to be showing, it's a cloudy day or something like that, you don't want to see out, you can go ahead and close this all the way. And just like that, it looks like a normal roof again. Then you can go ahead and press this. And stops right at the part of the sunroof, and then you can go ahead and put it all the way back. And then of course you have your light, and you can also have it on and off for when the doors open if the lights come on. Then of course you have a sunglass holder, nice and convenient, and you have your airbag lights to let you know if the airbags are on or off. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel here. So like I mentioned, you already have your paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Behind here you have your windshield wipers on and off, as well as your rear windshield wiper. And then on this side you have your turn signals, as well as your lights. And it can let you know up on the dash what your light setting is at. Now for on the steering wheel, in front of the steering wheel, on this side, you have your cruise control settings, as well as your sensors for your blind spot, forward, and lane. So you can go ahead and also have your adaptive cruise control and adjust how far or how close you want to be. And then you have your hands-free calling, voice commands, and your regular cruise control settings. Now for this side of the steering wheel, you have your volume, so you can go ahead and adjust the volume up on the station, as well as you have your instrumental panel settings, so you can go ahead and go over and have your settings, your miles per hour, your fuel economy, your tire pressure, your FM and AM radio. You can access your music, as well as of course your sensors like we go in over here. Then you have your tune/set, so you can go ahead and adjust the tune of what you're listening to, and the menu of the audio source. You can go ahead and adjust what station you have. So that's pretty much all for the steering wheel. So let's go ahead and go down here. You have your steering assist, so let you know when it's on and off. And then of course you have your trunk release, and then your brightness for your instrumental panel. So you can go ahead and turn it down if you didn't want it as bright, or turn it all the way up, and it'll let you know when it reaches full brightness. Then here on the door panel you have your child lock, and it will light up when it's on, as well as your door panel controls, as well as your mirror controls. You can go ahead and adjust it. Go ahead and put it down, up, side to side, easy as that. And then of course you have your lock and unlock of the vehicle. But I think that's pretty much all for up here, other than this little cubby that you have down here for some storage. You have leather seating, like I mentioned, as well as you have adjustable seats that go forward and backwards with electronic adjustments. But that's pretty much all for up here, so let's go ahead and check out the back seats. So back here you also have the keyless entry, so if someone needs to get in, a passenger like that, you can let them in by having the key nearby and letting them press the button. So for the door panel here, you have a leather material, as well as a little bit of a design here for the window. But a nice and convenient feature for a family vehicle like this is, a family SUV, you can go ahead and actually have a privacy screen. So you can go ahead when the sun is shining in this window, so a kid's trying to sleep or something like that, you can go ahead and have this privacy screen up and have some privacy. Then of course you can go ahead and put it right back down, and easy as that, it's sleek to the door. Now moving on to the seats here, so you can go ahead and obviously have them folded down and have tons of storage to the back here. And you can go ahead and easily put them back up for when you have passengers. So you have your seats up and you have leather seats back here, nice and comfy. And then of course you have your adjustable vents for back here, as well as you can turn them on and off, as well as charging ports. So you have a USB-C and USB. And you have a middle seat that folds down to be an armrest with cup holders. Nice and convenient features. You can go ahead and put your arm on that. And then when you don't need that and you have a third passenger back here, you can go ahead and easily fold it back up. And there you go. Go ahead and have the nice view of the panoramic sunroof from back here, as well as a nice view up front. So I think that's all for back here. Of course, you have the privacy screen on both this side and that side of the back seats. And then you can go ahead and shut that. Right under here, you can go ahead and press it and it automatically opens up for you. Of course, you can see back here you have plenty of storage space, but if not, of course, you can fold down the second row seats for some more storage. You can go ahead and open up this divider and you have access to a spare tire. Nissan knows how important it is to have safety first, so they provide a first aid kit with most of their vehicles. So you have a first aid kit as well as spare tire and some tools in case of any emergency that would happen on the road. And then you can go ahead and shut the divider there, and you have a nice Rogue mat as well as instructions in case you ever need to know anything about how to fold down the seats or pull out the divider. And then of course back here you have a charging port, as well as if you ever wanted to install a divider area, so you can have a separate area from the trunk from the back seats. You have a little storage over here, as well as a little storage over here. You can keep little knickknacks and things like that. But I think that's pretty much all for back here. So for closing the trunk, you actually have a lock and a close, and you can go ahead and hit that and it automatically closes for you. SB all-wheel drive Rogue. That's a nice family vehicle, has tons of features. On the right side here you have your gas cap. You can go ahead and press that open, and here is where you would fill your gas at. From a look on this side, of course you have your keyless entry back here as well, and you have access to the second row that is nice and roomy. Take a look up passenger seat. Have tons of room up here, as well as a comfortable leather seat over here. You have your glove box. You can go ahead and open that up, and you have your manual, anything that you would need to know about the car that you don't already know. Passenger person has a lock and unlock button, as well as their window control. On the mirror here, and you can actually see that the camera is right here. So for the bird's eye view, you have your cameras on both of your mirrors, as well as a camera up front on the dash. But I think that's all I have for this Nissan Rogue. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. We'd love to chat about it. Come take a look, take it for a test drive, see if you like it. This is a beautiful car and amazing car for a family. Thanks so much for checking us out. I'll see you next time.